Welcome to Ajayastro Mini Guru, your trusted channel for the latest updates and advanced analysis on global commodities. Today, we bring you an insightful discussion on the significant developments in China's copper pipe and tube trade. These changes, supported by evolving trade dynamics and recent policy shifts, are shaping the outlook for 2025. Let's explore this in detail. October 2024 marked a pivotal period for China's copper pipe and tube trade. While imports saw a decline of 34.7% compared to the previous month, they experienced a substantial growth of 28.2% when measured year-on-year. A total of 1,260.6 metric tons were imported during October. Over the first 10 months of the year, imports have surged by an impressive 42.5% compared to the same period in 2023, reaching a cumulative total of 17,466.5 metric tons. On the export front, the numbers were even more remarkable. Exports soared to 31,054 metric tons in October, representing a 12.1% increase from the previous month and an outstanding 27.7% growth compared to October 2023. From January to October, cumulative exports amounted to a staggering 308,827.3 metric tons, a year-on-year rise of 14.7%. This significant growth in exports was driven by strong domestic production, which has been bolstered by high demand from the air conditioning sector, a major consumer of copper pipes and tubes in China. Iran emerged as a key supplier of copper pipes to China, accounting for 27% of October's imports. Japan and Thailand also played vital roles, each contributing 20% of the total imports. On the export side, the market remained consistent, with stable trade volumes expected to continue into November, supported by seasonal Christmas demand. Amid these trade movements, a significant policy shift was announced by China's Ministry of Finance. Effective December 1, 2024, the country will cancel export tax rebates for products including aluminum and copper semis. This policy change has created a rush among exporters to ship their products before the new rules take effect, resulting in an expected spike in export activity in November. A closer look at trade practices reveals that from January to October, ordinary trade accounted for 48.09% of exports, while processing with imported materials contributed 44.48%. However, this balance is expected to shift following the cancellation of tax rebates. Exporters are likely to pivot towards processing trade with supplied materials, a strategy that relies heavily on externally sourced copper cathodes. This adjustment indicates a broader shift in China's approach to managing its copper trade and ensuring competitive positioning in global markets. Looking ahead to 2025, these developments suggest a significant transformation in China's trade dynamics. The reliance on external materials and the restructuring of trade classifications point to a more strategic alignment with global economic changes. Businesses involved in the copper industry, both in China and globally, will need to adapt to these evolving conditions. For investors and traders, understanding the implications of these policy shifts is crucial for navigating the complexities of the copper market in the coming year. China's copper pipe trade reflects the nation's adaptability and resilience in a rapidly changing global market. October's trade data offers a glimpse into how policy adjustments and economic demands are reshaping this critical sector. The cancellation of tax rebates, coupled with changes in trade practices, underscores the importance of staying informed about policy and market trends. Thank you for joining us on Ajayastro Mini Guru, where we strive to bring you the most accurate and detailed analysis of global commodities. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights. Stay connected, and we'll see you in the next update.